What's going on, guys? Welcome back to the channel. This is Asa Studio. In today's video I'm going to be showing you the basic tool you need to know as a beginner when retouching your images. This is also very important for those that are intermediate and maybe pro if you don't know if this tool exists. So what is this tool? The two important tool I would like to mention before any other tool is the geometry panel. It's found under the geometry panel in Camera Raw Filter, and also the Liquify tool. And the other basic tool you need to do are the basic adjustment you see under this layer, and then some other technique you use in photo retouching. Okay, so let's jump right into it now. Why am I going to use the geometry tool and the Liquify tool? The geometry tool is actually trying to align the body and the face together. It aligns the body and the face together. So what does the Liquify tool do? The Liquify tool helps to adjust the symmetry, the features of the body, like the left eye and the right eye, make it the same, the nose, the tilting of the body, and also the the bloating and the bringing in of the body together. I'm just going to show you what I mean. Now let me zoom in. Now the nose is tilted to this direction. The Liquify tool helps to balance, align the nose to the center, and also the eyes, the two eyes, one is bigger than the other, not that bigger than the other, open more than the other. You can use the Liquify tool to do that. Align the mouth and also some of the blemishes. I'm going to show you how to use the the Liquify tool to remove this blemishes, at least a bit, and also balance the clothes and the tilting of the body. So let's jump right into it. The first thing I'm going to do, let's duplicate the layer. And I'm duplicating this layer because I want to have a reference of where we're coming from where we're coming from. So under this one, I'm going to go to filter, go to Camera Raw Filter to adjust things with the geometry tool. So this is the Camera Raw Filter. I'm in Camera Raw Filter 13.1, and the geometry is found here. Now you can use the auto and the rest, but I just want to explain the one under the manual transformation. So when you open the geometry, you can see just this feature. When you open the manual transformation, you're going to see all these tools. Now they have their own function. Because she's tilting her head forward more than the body, I'm going to use the vertical tab because it is a vertical alignment. So look at what happens when I take it back. It makes this like this, and I take it forward, it's like this. So you can see how it's now balanced compared to before. Okay, so I'm going to leave it something like this. Now she tilted her body a little bit to this direction. We can as well balance it like this, and now it's balanced just with these two tools. You can rotate, you can change the aspect ratio, you can do the scale and offset. I just want to restrict this adjustment to this two layers. So this is very important. I'm just going to close it immediately, and we go to the next retouching. Okay, and there we go with our adjustment. Now you can see that this place is transparent, so I'm just going to duplicate this one and then turn it on, and the background will be filled. I'm going to combine those two together and merge layers. The next tool we're going to be using, Liquify tool. So let's head to Liquify, go to Liquify. So here we are in the Liquify plugin, and I'm not going to use all these ones. I just want to talk about the left tools that I found here. Okay, so now let's see the face feature first. Now we're going to align the face feature. Now just because this eye is more open than this, I'm just going to do the same with this one. Just open it more a little bit. That's too much, just a bit, and now it's actually the same. I can bring this in to make it the same as short as this one. Now for the nose, I could leave it like that, or I can make it just smaller and to just fit the eyes, the smaller the eyes. Okay, I'm going to bring this in. Yeah, and the jaw, this is inside, and this is coming outside. So just a little bit V-jaw, and I'm going to push in the face, and then I'm going to take the forward wrap tool, and I'm going to try and push this place in without touching, just more like this. Okay, so now it's more like the left side. We can as well take this in and push it in, So just to make things look more proper. Now I'm going to choose the blow tool. Now if you take a close look at the cheek, the two cheek, this cheek is bloated out, and this one is just flat and inside, so we can bring this one outside to look like this. So you just see what I just did just now. Ctrl Z. I'm going to do it again, and just bring it out till you have something similar to this cheek. So I'm just going to leave it like that, and the two cheek can actually come out. Okay, so now I'm going to focus more on this place. I'm going to use the poker tool, and I'm going to poke this place in. So let's poke this place inside like that. I'm going to drag it, zoom out and drag it up. I'm just going to poke it in, and let's poke this place in as well. Okay, so I'm going to use the blow tool, and I'm going to use the blow tool on this side so as to take it, make it look as if it's coming inside. And I'm going to blur this place out as well, and you can see how balanced it's getting. Don't overdo it, because it's not going to match the face of the future. So I'm just going to zoom it out a bit. Alright, so now that we have that, we can actually adjust the clothes. Take the clothes in like that, and we could bring this one out and raise it up. And just do things to match. We're just gonna undo that. Okay, so now one more important thing I need to show you. Use the blow tool, and I'm gonna use it to hide the blemishes. Yes, that's the blow tool. This is the blow tool rather, used to hide the blemishes. So let's zoom in. It's just gonna make things smaller. So like this, I'm just gonna hit it, and the blemishes will be gone. So let's do it again, just small. You don't need to overdo it, just like that, and it's just going to keep hiding the blemishes. So that's another way you can make things disappear. So just like that, and boom. All right, so but enough. Now last one is the push left tool. I'm going to push the nose to the left and to the left. I just want to push it to the left, and it's taking it to something like this, and it's now pushed it to the left a little bit, aligned, as we can see. Okay, so let's do some pushing in of the air. I'm just going to make this bigger, and then push the air inside, and push the air inside, so like that. I'm going to adjust it with the face feature, bring it down, and boom. So there we have it. Okay, you see it took a lot of time to do that, but the head still, this side is still, but just because you treated her hair better than the before. So let's see a little bit review. So before and then the after. So I'm going to hit OK on the keyboard, and it said return it to Liquify. So now we're back from Liquify. So see what the changes we made. I'm just going to zoom out a bit. So I'm going to turn on the before, and this is the before, and then this is the after. So this is the before, and then this is the after. Look how how good the image looks. Now last thing is to do some color correction, and I will do that with the hue and saturation. So the hue and saturation, very important too. Okay, so now I'm just gonna use the hand tool to pick on the place I want to correct. So let's take, for instance, I want to correct the the reddish on our skin, and I'm gonna choose that side by left clicking and zooming out, and then increasing the hue, and you can see the difference. You can see all these places, this this blue and this green. First of all, let's adjust the red. So I'm gonna increase the slider till I have just the red selected. So like this, the red is selected already. So let's return the hue to 0, and I'm going to balance it by increasing or decreasing the slider. So let's see the one that works best. Okay, by increasing the slider makes things look the same. So I can turn it off. You can see the red and everything is gone. Alright, so let's close it and then grab our mask tool, make sure the foreground color is black, and I'm gonna paint on the lips so as to remove the marks from that area. So something like this. All right, and then we could go ahead, let's turn it off and on, and let's see. So I can introduce some red on the eyes to make things look more natural. So something like that, and we're good to go. Okay, let's create another one last one, hue and saturation, and this time around I'm gonna pick the red again. Let's just pick the red and increase the slider. I'm gonna see some light green like this light green indicating the yellow, so we have color variation there. So I'm gonna increase the slider till we have just that place selected, only that place selected. Let's take it up. Okay, so yeah, so somewhere there we go. Okay, so those are the yellow parts that we need to focus our attention on. I'm gonna take this as 0, and I'm gonna bring the slider backwards, and we're gonna have uniform. Taking it to hard red, you need to take it back. To hard yellow, you need to take it forward. So taking it back all the way back. Okay, so I'm gonna close that, and there is no need to hide it from anywhere. Let's create a stem visibility by holding Ctrl Shift Alternate E, and then we go ahead to do some frequency separation. Okay, but before we do any frequency separation, let's adjust the white balance. So for us to do that, I'm going to use a solid color layer to do some white balance. Just click on OK on any color, turn it off, and double click on the color there, which is this black icon, and then go to hue and let's select the eyes. So I'm going to select this one, and it's going to take this new color. I'm going to go to the brightness and increase it just somewhere here, and it's okay. I'm going to turn it on and change the blending mode to divide, and it's going to give us the real color of our image, so you can see before and after. If it's too bright, go back in and take it all the way up. So I'm going to leave it like this. Let's take it all the way up there. It's okay. Grab the exposure, okay, and increase it to create more depth in the image. Okay, so we're almost done. 2 more steps, and the last step, let's merge everything or create a stem visible layer again, and we're going to do some frequency separation. I guess there are a lot of videos online on concerning frequency separation, and you can check it out, but this I'm gonna jump this step. But if this is for basic, so if you want to learn how to do frequency separation, it's very easy. Let me teach you. Just hit Ctrl J twice on the layer, name this one color. I'm gonna name it color. Hit enter, name this texture. Hit enter. So frequency separation is just separating the color and the texture layer so you can work on them independently. For the color, go to filter, blur, and then Gaussian blur. I'm going to blur it here. I can see the features of the face anymore, so just let's still blur. Wonder, come on, what's going on? Cancel. I'm gonna turn that off. Let's do it again. Filter, blur, Gaussian blur. Come on, wonder why it's not okay. Now it's working. So let's blur. Let's keep on blurring. Yeah, so something like this is okay, and I'm gonna leave it at 15. So let's leave it at 9.8. It's okay, and then turn on the texture. Go to select the texture layer. Go to image, apply image, and then choose under the layer, choose color, and under the blending mode, choose multiply and subtract, and hit OK on the keyboard. Sorry, Ctrl Z. You need to set something. Go to image, apply image. Yeah, the scale should be 2, and the offset should be 128. 128, and it's going to show something like this, and then it's okay on the keyboard. Now change the blending mode to linear light, And now for the color layer, you're going to use the color mixer or the mixer tool brush. And then for the texture layer, you're going to use the clone stamp tool. So let's use the color mixer and make it bigger. And what you just need to do, make the brush settings. Okay, set it to clean brush, and this one says clean the brush after each stroke, so I'm going to select that one and unselect this one. Okay, so now make this wet, make it 9, or let's leave it at 9 or 11. I'm just going to set it at 9%. 9, hit enter, and we can leave the rest like that. So basically this is what you're going to be doing. Select the color layer and then just blend the two colors together like this. So this is what you'll be doing basically, and I'm gonna do all this as well. Okay, now you can take your time, but I'm just going to be fast with this one just because it's like a beginner, tutorial on frequency separation. So something like this look okay. Just blend the skin to where you see you are actually okay with it. I'm gonna do so for the body as well, and then this side as well. Okay, so now I'm going to zoom in and select the texture, hit the clone stamp tool, and because we made little adjustment already with the Liquify, we're just going to make little adjustments with the clone stamp tool. Okay, so I'm just going to hold down Alt, left click to select an area, and then I'm going to use it to fill the rest. So the align tool is on. I don't like turning it on, but if the align tool is on, as your brush move, it's going to move with you. So just hold down Alt, select, and cover those spots you need to cover. Hold down Alt, cover. So you don't need to do much. I'm just going to do that fast. And we have this and this and this and this. I'm going to zoom out, zoom in right here, and just cover where we have more spots. Okay, something like this, gone. So if you have problem with, you can go back to the color and select the mixer tool brush, make it smaller, and then fix this side and all these places. See, so you can take your time, go back to the texture, select the clone stamp tool, hold down Alt, select an area, cover, and then it's all gone. I'm going to zoom out and just quickly fix everything. So now I'm done with the frequency separation. You can take your time and make more adjustments, but for the tutorial I think I'm done. So turn this on and you can see before and then the after and more adjustments. So let's create a stand visible layer from this, and now let's go to camera raw filter to make some more colorful adjustments and work on the dynamics of the image. So go to filter and then go to camera raw filter. Now basic tab. So I'm not going to use the basic. I think we need to use the basic tab for the highlights. So let's decrease the white and decrease it a bit so as to get now the highlight. If there's any bright, let's see how it affects the highlights. So I think we need to leave the highlight alone. So I'm going to leave the highlight and bring down the white. That should be okay. Okay, so let's give it a little more contrast with and give it some texture like that. And for the clear contrast, I'm just going to use this one instead of using the curve tool, so make things faster. Close the basic tab, go to color mixer, and we'll go to the saturation. Let's make the saturation of the lips more red like that. I'm going to give it more red, make it more reddish, and also the orange, saturate the orange. Go to the hue and make the orange, let's make the orange look more yellow. Yeah, and make the yellow look more yellow, and the red, let's make it look more red. Yeah, so something like this. Is there blue on the background, which is the aqua, make it look more aqua, and the blues make it look more blues. Let's see where we can, yes, something like this, and purple make it look more, bluish. Yeah, so something like this looks fine. Saturation, increase the saturation of the blues like that, and the aqua, saturate the aqua, the purple, saturate the purple. Should we? Yeah, I think small. And then the luminance, which is the background, I'm going to decrease so as to make the the subject pop out the more from the background. So this should be fine. I'm going to close it. And sometimes I use the calibration to make things more interesting. So if you take it forward, it's for first skin. I'm going to take it forward and take the blues backwards. This is how wonderful it works. And the green, you can find the sweet spot. I usually take it towards the red, and that is all in all. It's okay, and see the difference. All right, so now this is the difference before and the after. Okay, the before and then the after. How amazing it looks. So let's see the overall difference from the beginning. Let's group everything together. I'm going to hold down shift and click to this point, and then group it, and then I'm going to turn it off, and then I'm going to turn this on. So let's zoom out and see before and then after, before and then after. With these three tools, we have ended up going from here to here, going from here to here. So if you find this video helpful, kindly like the video and let me know what you think about the video. If you're new to the channel, just please subscribe. See you in the next video. Thank you for staying tuned. Once again, this is ASAS Studio.